All right, today we're going to talk about nonprofit filler ads that appear in both the papers. Let's talk about their use. First off, we use them to fill in dead spaces in the paper. Generally, this is going to be a 1x1, a 1x2, a 1x3, or a 2x2. And so for each of the entities on my screen, and I haven't sorted through what I'm going to use and what I'm not going to use for filler ads for each of the papers yet. But for what's going to be left on this list, we're going to need 4 ads built that are alike for filler ads. Now, how we're going to do that is through ChatGPT. And so I'm going to walk us through how to build one of them, and Roy will end up with the rest of them. I call these filler sheets, and you'll see what I'm talking about when I get one of them done. And of course, I'm going to do one here and let you guys see how they're done. But more importantly, Roy, this is primarily for you. I'm going to want you to build these filler sheets for each one of the papers, and so we're going to get into it here real quick. Let me pause and I will come right back to you. Okay, so I took a minute to actually read over the list. I'm not really seeing a lot of things I'm going to take off of here. I may have to research some of it to figure out what it is, like that one. Probably not going to use that one. You know, it's kind of one of these deals where, you know, is this local? I don't know. So I'm going to have to research it and see that it fits us. Obviously, this will qualify. This is going to qualify. Any of the libraries will qualify. I'm assuming there's more of those up here. There are. So there's 2 points of interest. First off, these don't have to be proofed. We do need to make sure they are accurate. And if at any time the Kirbyville Public Library calls and wants to make a change, they can do that. Absolutely. So these are going to be constantly updated as things move on. But these are not very big ads, guys. These are a 1x1 ad is 1.5 inches by 1 inches tall. So, and then 1x2, 1x3, and then a 2x2 is typically, you know, not a whole lot of room to create, you know, very detailed ads, but they still need to look nice. They still have to have the information on them, and I'm also going to get into the accounting side of this. So let me get my stuff ready to go here, and we shall begin. Okay, I'm going to start by writing a simple ChatGPT command. Please create 4 separate graphics using the attached and pasted information. Now I'm going to leave this where I can change the art style based on their logo. So the next thing we're going to add to this is graphic 1, make 1.5 inches wide, and you actually do have to spell this out, by 1 inch tall. Okay, I'm just going to copy that. I'll start changing dimensions here. And this would be the 2x2, of course. Okay, so now we have all of those. Full color, high resolution graphics. Make each size, and this is, I'm repeating this, each size a separate graphic, so I end up with 4 total graphics to download. Okay, so that's going to be our ChatGPT command, and we're going to see if that works. Next thing we need to do is we need to go over here and let's take one of these. I'm going to do this one first because I like them. So we're going to do that. We're going to go here. Now we're going to need a pasteboard to run the information on. Okay, so if these people have a website, which they do, they don't really have a logo. So this is going to be an optional thing. If no logo is attached, create a logo for the business as well. Okay, so this is going to be the about section of this thing. So we can start with our scratch stuff. Now I'm going to start it right here. This is stuff I'm going to just delete later. I may actually add this up here. Okay, so we have some email that we can use. Address. I'm not seeing a phone number just yet, but we'll get there. We'll see if we can find one. I need a headline of some kind, so I'm gonna just kind of look. And I see it, somebody wrote it, it's right here. Okay, so this is what we have. We have no graphic, and we have not told it what art style. So we're gonna say, I hate when it does that. When I get it open so far, I can't get after what I'm scrolling for. Okay. Use an art style that would fit an upscale theater, live theater. Alright, now let's just go see if this all works. I'm going to take this first and copy it. I always try to do my commands first. Paste that in. Paste that in, and we don't have a logo. Oh, and I can't spell either, apparently. I'll fix that in my command line real quick. And as you can see, ChatGPT is working hard behind me. Okay, while that's kicking it, I'm going to put it over here to the side because I have to create my sheet. And my sheet is going to be done in right here. No. Don't need to save that stuff. And this thing's going to take a minute, so we're going to need a sheet here. And let's go to inches. I'm sorry, I'm setting this up and you can't see it. We're still making that work. Here you go. Make it inches, and I need the width because I'm going to set my columns here this way to 10 inches, and this can be 6 inches, that's fine. I need it to be 6 columns just like the paper, no margins. So if this only did one of them, oh, it's doing the batch now. Okay, so we have that, and I can already see what's wrong with the Little Silsbee Theater problem. The name of the thing is Silsbee Little Theater, right? Okay. Well, I can see, and I'll show you because you're not seeing it. So all of this text is too tiny. So I already see one thing we're going to have to tell ChatGPT, so we can amend right here. No fonts smaller than 12 point. And, oh wait, I can do this. 9 point and use a white background. Got to remember we have to keep it legible, so it's doing our image batch now. That's the 1x3. That's the 1x2, and we're still waiting on the next one. This looks great, and the problem is this will not print readable. And typically these will not run in color, so we can actually change that. Here comes the last set, and so we're missing one of them, and that's okay. If we only get the if we don't get the 1x1, we're okay. I'm not worried about that. Make graphic. What am I going to say? Just going to say something. Oh, grayscale. Now, if I did this right here. Then we're going to do in disclaimer style font and size 7 point. This has to be on them, guys. Basically, we're gonna have to redo this whole thing, so this needs to be 3. Okay. So we're gonna paste that in. I think that's gonna get everything, I hope. It's trial and error, guys. Trial and error. Gotta figure out what works. Oh crap. Stop. Stop. Let's see. Alright, we'll try it again. Here we go. And while we're at it, we're just going to let that think over here in the corner. Get this out of our way for a minute and go back to this. Alright, we're going to create over here a flat sheet of 6 bys, of 6 columns. And now we're just waiting for this to generate. This is going to take a minute. I'm going to pause and I'll come back when it's done. Okay, we're back and this is what we got. So that's obviously the 1x2. That's the 1x3, and that's that. Okay. So what we're going to need to do is now download these, all 3 images in the series. Hit the download button. And we can put that up. We've created this, and we'll get back to it in just a second. But the first thing we need to do is these are our ads. So I'm going to create a folder. that says SB donation filler ads. Okay, throw them in there, and I'm going to change it. This is going to be 2x2 Silsbee Little Theater filler. Just going to copy that. This is obviously the 1x2, and this is obviously the 1x3. Now, as we all know, ChatGPT sucks when it comes to sizing stuff the way you want it, even though you tell it exactly what you want. So we're going to open this up. Okay, now I'm going to create an action for fixing this stuff the way I want it. It's not going to be the size, it's going to be, right now the image mode is RGB, and that's not what we want. So I don't think I actually need to make an action. There's not enough action to do it. So image mode, grayscale. We want to trim this or crop this down to its borders. We don't want all that extra white. We just want to get the borders in here as best we can. I mean, it can have a little of the extra white, it doesn't matter. You know, actually that probably doesn't need to be cropped at all, but I'm just me. So I do that and I say layer, flatten, and I need to set the image size as a 2x2 and 200 resolution, and I need this to be 3.2 inches by, and it's pretty damn proportionately close, so I'm going to say 2 and 3.20. I broke the link of the chain so that I could set it exactly the way I wanted it, and I'm going to say OK. I'm going to save it, close it. I'm going to leave that white space because it's going to be okay. I don't want to have to crop them all down. Mode, grayscale, image size. This is going to be, I'm going to break the chain again. Okay, you see the little two lines? That's tying these two numbers together. So if I go 1.5, it's going to give me the perfect 3-inch ad. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. I gotta check to see if I did the 200. I did not. So Control Z. First thing you want to do is image size. You change this number first, 200, and this to 1.5, and you get the 3 inches and say OK. Save it, close it. Image mode, grayscale, image size, 200, 1.5, perfect 2, OK. And we're going to close that. Oh, this is old. This is the last thing I was doing, I think. Alright, so now we have our folder, and it's going to have Little Silsbee Theater in there, which it does. So we're going to get a new folder inside of this one and say Little Silsbee. I'm not awake. Okay, and I'm going to put all these in there because we're going to have a whole bunch of little folders, but I'm going to open that up. Oh, you didn't see what I did. Sorry, you were off screen. So we have our donation filler ads, we have a folder for Little Silsbee, and then we have their ads. This is our blank sheet here. So I'm going to take the Little Silsbee Theater ads and place them. Okay, and these should come out okay. I know the resolution looks a little goofy, but it's not. And we're just going to make sure the sizes are hitting where they should be. Okay. And we're going to set them up just like that. I'm going to save this whole thing, desktop. Actually, I'm not going to save this. I know they're sizing correctly now, so I don't need that. What I need is this folder right here, because, for example, this is the Silsbee B. Let me open this up. I'm going to show you what I'm going to do once I get them back from y'all, or get them back from Roy. Down here is a scratch page, but let me show you this. Window, pages. Okay, and I'm going to have to delete these for now. I mean, I'm not going to get to use them now, but when I get them all back from Roy, I can do them all at once. Okay, and I'm going to take on our document, on our actual paper, and I'm going to build a scratch pad back here that basically is going to have, now you know why I wanted the one, it actually kind of works out, but this will now be in the paper, or will be here in the paper for me to use when I build the paper. So can you imagine when I get all of these done, where's my little notepad? When I get all of these done for each one of these, I will have lots and lots of ads to fill from, right? So that one's finished, don't need it. And I'm just gonna save and close this because it's not gonna make any difference yet. So when we get done with this little process, I should have a folder for the Silsbee Bee donation ads and a folder for Jasper. And then inside that folder will be a folder for each of the nonprofits and their 3 ad styles. Cool. And that came out looking really good, and it's not really hard to do. You know, let's do one for here since it doesn't take very long. I'm going to do the same thing. I don't need this anymore. And we're going to run over to ChatGPT, and we're going to replace this information first. Obviously, I will need Jasper there it is. So we got a Facebook page, that's cool. Permanently closed. Oh, that's not us. Oops. So we can go here. I can get their information from last time they they were selling a bunch of stuff at some point. I'm assuming they're still open. I think so. Alright, so we need this information. I don't know. Sorry, that's that researching part. So I'm going to come down here and get that in there. That's their email. That's their phone number. Okay, I have not come up with a headline for them yet. We have a Facebook page. So that didn't help. I don't want to use this long ass. That sucks. I don't want to use that long ass. Yeah, this is just popping up. I'm gonna follow them. What we may do is just do add small Facebook logo. Okay, let's see if they have a logo up here. Their logo is basically their sign, so I can fix that. I can take this and save image as desktop. And then I can just do this. Now I'm not going to leave it that way. I'm going to do something smart. Layer. Yeah, not everyone's black and white, but Roy knows all. You know, Roy, you know what we're doing here. So this is to educate other people. Okay. Make a graphic logo from this image. So we're gonna let that think while we're running around over here trying to get more information from them. I need a headline. I need something for them. Alright, I'm clicking while I'm thinking. I don't follow that guy. I don't know. was an ad they had. Let's see. Interesting. Not like that. We do not have that. We already have this. Now let's see if we can get an address. Let's see, where is this place? Like that. Alright, there we go. So we're going to go with the address here. I do not need any of that. Don't need that. I don't even know why I put the... Alright. Let's get that in there. Okay, so that's that information. It did create us that logo, like I said. Nice and neat. Much better. I'm going to go in here and clean this up. Oh, nice black borders going on here. So we're going to utilize that. Alright, layer, flatten. Make sure that white is white, which it is not. So now it is. Okay, close that. So now we have the logo we're going to use. We have the GTP commands we need. Okay. So we're going to do it again. We'll get our command first. We'll copy that in there. Paste it. And then we're going to use this information. You cannot hit return, but you can do that. Use that, let it get up there, and let it go to work. So we're going to make this, and I'll be right back. Okay, well, we got them. Unfortunately, I forgot to change this down here. So I'm going to make a second command, and this is going to be for the Silsbee Bee. And then I'm going to take this, I'm going to copy it, obviously, and make this one for Jasper County News. And then I'm going to come over here and put, okay, so what I'm going to do here is make the correction for all three graphics. Change. Okay. Make sure we spelled it right or we'll be doing it again. Okay, we're going to go back and let it think a minute. Okay, so we've made that change. I would like that logo centered better there. That one's fine. That one's fine. That top one is a little goofy. Roy, pull that up in Photoshop and fix that. It'll be in here. So we're going to download all three images again, and they're going to appear on my desktop right after I hit that button. I'll go ahead and fix that, but keep your eyes open for shit like that, Roy, when you're making the rest of them. I'm going to minimize, and I'm going to go ahead and open these. They need to be changed to grayscale, and that ad needs fixed. Okay, mode, grayscale, image, size, 200. Width is going to be 3.2, right? She's going to give it to me. Okay, Control S. That one's fine. This one got a little goofy. So here's how we're going to fix it. Image, Dennis, canvas size. We're going to anchor it over here and make this 1100. That should buy me a little more. There it goes. Same thing over here. Image, canvas size, anchor it here, and that looks like it's supposed to be 1475. Yeah, close enough for government network. Now what's bugging me is this right here. So we're going to take this all the way to here, in this too. Is that off? Yeah, I think it is. Command X, Command V, and we're just going to recenter this so that it looks right. Layer, flatten. Alright. New. Image, canvas size. Nope. Image size, Dennis. Image size. Alright, we're going to need it to be 200. And this is actually going to be 1.5. It's pretty close. I'm going to break the chain. Right? And go 0.5 by 2 by 200. Say OK. And we should just be able to save that. Close it. And image mode, grayscale, image size is going to be 1.5 by 200. And I'm going to relink it again because it's supposed to be 2 by 4. It's okay. That's absolutely okay. I'll take it. I'll take the 1 by 4 as well. I need filler ads of all kinds. So, but I'm going to label that 1 by 4 a 1 by 4. So pay attention to that. So this one right here is going to be Jasper Community Theater 1 by 4. Jasper Community Theater 1 by 2. Jasper Community Theater 2 by 2. Okay, and I've already built the donation filler ad for JCN. I've already put the folder in there for the community theater, so I'm going to take these and I'm going to go like this. Boop. Okay. That's it, guys. That's how we make those and why we make them. It's very important. Every one of those that runs is actually a deduction on our taxes, and it also helps the community. So it's kind of a win-win situation for everybody. I'm going to get rid of this junk off my desktop. I don't need it. Don't need this one either. I got a bunch of junk I don't need. It's crazy. I am going to go to here and get me a screenshot from the video, which is going to be cool. Print screen. And that's going to pretty much do it, guys. So I'll go ahead and stop here, and I'm going to get it uploaded and send Roy an email. So see you the next time.